Alright, so after a quick little pause and refreshments break, I'm back, bitches! Let us continue on. After Solix takes a little nap in the nice warm honey, much later. Holy poop. When you would finally wake up, you'd discover all of your teammates had connected to each other and entered the medium. You would be the last to enter. Your long nap would facilitate a series of important dreams that would prove essential in support of your teammates. But here and now, the destruction of your hive would be imminent unless you could quickly establish a connection to the first player of the group and complete the chain. Wake up! The mind honey. Some of it got in your mouth. What, did you pass out with your mouth open? Silly. You do not, under any circumstance, eat the mind honey, because you'll cause Kiba to have seizures. Holy shit. Did you just blow out your psionic powers? Holy crap. That looks painful. Since that moody kid is busy flipping his bifurcated lid, we might as well take a moment to get to know this silly cat girl. Gosh, who is she? And her name. Your name is Nepeta Lejon. You live in a cave that is also a hive, but still mostly just a cave. You like to engage in friendly role-playing, but not the dangerous kind. Never the dangerous kind. It's too dangerous! Too many of your good friends have gotten hurt that way. Your daily routine is dangerous enough as it is. You'll prowl the wilderness for great beasts and stalk them and take them down with nothing but your sharp claws and teeth. You take them back to your cave and eat them, and from time to time wear their pelts for fun. You like to paint wall comics using blood and soot and ash, depicting exciting tales from the hunt, and other goofy stories about you and your numerous pals. Your best pal of all is a little bossy, and people wonder why you even bother with him. But someone has to keep him pacified. If not you, then who? Everyone has an important job to do. Your troll tag is Arsenic Catnip, and your speech precedes itself with the face of your Lucis, who is possibly the cutest and perhaps the bestest kitty you have ever seen. What will you do? Retrieve claws from arms? You are always wearing your claw gloves. You never know when you might encounter some unsuspecting prey, or when some prey might encounter an unsuspecting you. On Alternia, everything is considered unsuspecting prey by everything else. Food chain? What's that? Scratch Lucis behind the ears? He's so cute, good kitty. She? Oh, I always thought that Pounce was a boy. Okay, Pounce is a girl. She sure enjoys a good scratch. Pounce de Leon is the best kitty cat. You and she go on adventures together in search of the fountain of cute. As if you guys need any more cute. You ride your sure-pawed mount into the rugged frontier, and sometimes she rides you when she gets tired, which is frequently. It sure will be sad when she dies, but who knows when or how that will happen. We might not even really have the time to find out. You guys don't have any time for anything. Sheesh, there's so much good story going on in here. Later, there was a cave-in. Oh. Examine computer. Those torches look like clarinets. You saunter over to your drawing tablet computer. You use this to draw on a computer. It would be cool if this could somehow be adapted to serve as a fetch modus as well. That would be so much more fun than the frustrating one you're using now. Geez, you and Jade need to meet. You wonder what this grumpy fellow wants. Probably something to do with that game. That seems to be all anybody's talking about lately. Excuse me. I just had some milk. I probably shouldn't have. Answer, Carcat. Curl up against your kitty. Oh my goodness. I just want my kitties. I want kitties. Oh my goodness. That's how she... Navita, stop. Stop, you're too cute. You just need to stop. Oh goodness. Carcinogeneticist CG began trolling Arsenic Catnip, AC, and at this point I need to sit up straight because I can't get enough air in my lungs to Carcat right now. Excuse me. Hey. AC perks up curiously. She wiggles her rear end a bit and then chases something she sees bounce into one of Carcat's shoes. Carcat can't believe he has to sink this low. Carcat can't believe he's asking an autistic cat girl in a cave to join his team. Carcat mystifies an infinite befuddlement over the fact that you are presently the best remaining candidate for the red team. I am? I mean, AC says, I am? Wondrously.
Yes, and Carcat can't fucking believe that. Carcat thinks about that a bit, and his jaw drops open and breaks a huge column of bricks like a fucking kung fu master.
AC gathers up all the brick pieces and builds a cute little house and invites Carcat inside.
Okay, good. It's good that you're talking about building. Even if it's the most inane possible context. You're going to be doing a lot of it.
Yes, that sounds fun. Okay, what do I do?
Okay, briefing. Me, Terrazy, Gamzee, and Tavros are all playing now. The connection order is AT, TC, GC, CG.
Oh, it would have been better if it was ATTC, CG, GC, because then all the letters would be next to each other. My OCD.
We need someone to connect to Torador and get him in the game. I have GA lined up for the red team because she is one of the few remaining sane ones left to play. Okay, the only sane one. But she doesn't want to connect yet because of some mysterious bullshit, so I was like, whatever, what else is new? So I guess that leaves you. Terrazy said she had you lined up to play back when she was the fake leader, so I said fine. So just connect to Tavros and later we'll worry about getting you in.
Alright, I will talk to him about that. Oh. AC pauses and looks up with a bit of chagrin. I forgot I have to talk to someone else about this. I have been procrastinating. Oh, procrastinating.
Oh, God, are you really serious?
It's not that big of a deal.
This boggles my mind. How can you be best friends with the only guy on the planet who's a bigger asshole than me?
He's not so bad.
He's scum. But do whatever you've got to, I guess. Tavros is waiting.
Consult with friend on the matter.
Do you live in the dark? I mean, Jesus.
Arsenic Catnip, AC, began trolling Centaur's testicles, CT. AC twitches her friendly whiskers at CT.
Hi.
CT perplexes over whether he put that important wrench that he needed for building a fancy robot or something. He says, now where did that silly old wrench go?
Look, what are you expecting to accomplish with this?
But oh look, CT peeks around the corner to find a very playful kitty has stolen the robot wrench and is now kicking it vigorously with her hind legs.
This is foolishness upon 100,000 prior, equally unsolicited foolishnesses. You will stop now.
Rawr, you're so lame.
I'm not. I'm fine.
No, lame.
No, I'm not. Lame. No.
You've never even played a fun pretend game with me even once. Even Carcat does it sometimes, even if he does mean it in a grumpy and insincere way. But at least it's still fun.
Yuck. Don't pollute my incoming data stream with his name or any sort of excremental language you pick up from his ilk.
I see right through your stupid act. Who are you trying to kid? Look how you go out of your way to use words that have X's in them just so you can use your silly percent signs. Or use those absurd words you can shoehorn a 100 into it. Even if it's not strictly replacing Lou. You are so transparent. Transparent. Wow, that's hard to say.
I want to roll my R's in the purr every time, so...
I can tell you like to play games. Deep down, you're a guy who likes to play games. I can smell a guy who likes to play games from so far away with this nose, you have no idea.
If you're looking for a loophole through which you may extract concessions from me, you'll have to look elsewhere.
See? What the hell?
Nepeta, what did I say about that awful language? I won't stand for it, and you'll stop.
Oops. Sorry.
Your fraternization with the base classes have loosened your morals. Can't you see this?
No, I don't care. They are fun. And I don't know anything about classes or bases or blood color. It doesn't matter. What does green blood even mean? It doesn't mean anything to me, and it shouldn't mean anything to anyone else.
Well, green blood is okay, but it's not great. But that's why you're lucky to have me to look out for you. Because you don't know better, and you can't fight the role the mother had in store for you.
Rawr, you're such a hypocrite. You pretend to be so high and mighty, but I know you're not, and I know you like games. Look at that silly little bow and arrow you always type. It's always there, you never forget. Why would you do that if it wasn't a playful fun thing? I'm so onto you.
My bow and arrow are highly dignified symbols.
Lol, BS.
Archery is among the highest and most exceptional crafts, held in tremendous regard by the most aloof classes for centuries.
You suck at archery.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Yes, 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 yes. Have you ever even successfully fired an arrow? Like, actually got one to leave the bow?
I think we need to stop talking about archery.
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
No.
We will stop talking about archery. The topic is making me sweat.
Ew, you're so gross.
No, you're the one who exercises distasteful practices.
No, that's you. Everyone knows you're a weirdo and a creep. That's why you're lucky to have me to keep an eye on you. No one else can stand you.
You exterminate beautiful, innocent creatures by the hundreds. I can't condone such wretched behavior. Beasts are meant to be looked upon with adoration.
But I eat them. I don't kill anything I don't eat. That would be mean.
I guess that's basically acceptable in principle, but I still find it a bit unsavory.
Well, I think your habits are unsavory.
No, they are not.
Yeah-huh.
You're wrong about me, Navita. I do like to play games. But they must be extremely important games with very high stakes, not the kind played by translucent green wigglers who let loose an excremental surge hard in their wiggler-bottomed diaper stubs. As it happens, I have arranged to play just such a game tonight. Aradia and I have a private engagement to be co-leaders of the blue team.
Oh, yeah? Well, just by perchance, it happens that AC has a private and sneaky engagement to play this game as well. And by a persnickety twist of fate, she will be on the red team. Reed team?
As if you don't try to force the threes into things, darling.
With her other great friends who like to play their childish diaper poop games.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
I forbid this. You will take your position on the blue team with me.
Yeah, right. I will take my precision into this funny pounce ball and tackle you.
That's nonsense. You're nowhere even remotely within my proximity that would be necessary to execute such a maneuver.
AC rolls her eyes almost as hard as she is rolling around in this really interesting smell.
The thought of you fraternizing with and abetting those stink-blooded hooligans strikes me as a scandal beyond measure. I'm afraid you're too delicate to withstand that sort of corruption. It's forbidden.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, you won't.
No, I will.
You won't.
You can't stop me.
I am telling you not to, and you will be on my team. That's final. Quiet.
Why do you do this? Why are you so confident in your stupid commands? Don't you know you can't actually tell me what to do? It's not like you have any special mind powers or telepathy or anything.
No, I do not. And yet you will do as I say.
Yes, well, we will just see about that.
Yes, we will. You will join me on my team shortly. Stand by for further instruction. You're angry, and I appreciate that. But it doesn't matter. Discussion over.
You're such a butt.
Blah. I see where they get the whole siblingness. He's like a bossy older brother.
Give Tavros the bad news. And yet she's still relatively happy.
Arsenic Catnip AC began trolling Adios Torador AT.
AC curls up in Tavros's lap.
Okay, for the time being, and for the sake of this fantasy scenario, I pretend that my cat allergies aren't that bad.
AC takes a long nap, and then wakes up and frowns because she has bad news.
Oh no, is what I say about the bad news, not the nap.
Tavros, I'm sorry, I can't be on your team. I'm not allowed.
Oh, that's okay. Then I guess he said no then.
Yes, unfortunately. I'm so mad.
It's probably for the best that you listen to him.
I don't know. You think so?
Well, if you didn't listen to him before, you might have played games with us before, and something bad might have happened to you.
Perhaps. But I still feel bad.
I'll find another player. It's not a big deal. Good luck being on the blue team.
Okay, thanks.
I guess he's just looking out for your well-being.
You fondly recall your days of far more intensive role-playing. It seems like so long ago now. Aside from a few unfortunate moments, it was a lot of fun. If you had to do it all over again, you suppose you would select better company. Maybe this game you're playing tonight will rekindle some of that excitement.
A little too much excitement. Tinkerbell?
Some time ago.
His room was all nice and neat. I'm just realizing he has a bed. Or I guess it's more like a couch. Flarp. You stand in your room on a healthy pair of legs and in a plucky little outfit. You are a low-level boy skylark, and you wield an inexpensive dagger lance, which is the closest thing to a jousting lance you can wield that is still compatible with your favorite class. You are about to play a popular game called Flarp, which, unlike most games published by major developers, was given a graceful and aesthetically pleasing name. It's like LARPing, but with more flarp.
It's a title under the extreme role-playing genre, and playing it without caution could have serious real-world consequences, but that's what makes it fun. When you activate Flarp Scrub, the campaign program for tonight will begin. Team Charge will duel Team Scourge as usual. This is going to be great! Oh jeez, it's like if people could make D&D be more real, as opposed to the whole S-Burb and S-Grub like Sims thing. Contact fellow Team Charge member! Okay, I have a feeling she's not... Ooh, it's grubbing out blah. Okay, that's lovely. I have a feeling she's not supposed to be dead yet, so I'm going to put a little bit more feeling into her voice, I guess. Aradia, my grub is laying now, so I'll be ready soon. Cool, mine too. I don't know where Terezi is, though. She's running late. Oh, should we wait? No, I'll be here clouding her campaign for her regardless, with or without her. Her loss if she doesn't make it. It'll give you a chance to gain some ground. Okay. You picked a tough class, Tavros. None of the really useful combat abilities come into play until you reach a very high level, but I suppose it will be rewarding when you get there. Yeah, I think you're right, but it's the class I think is most fun, and battle skill is not all there is to being a great adventurer. I couldn't agree more. You might be the only Flarper in the world who really understands the true spirit of the game. Everyone else is so aggressive and treasure-hungry, but that's what makes beating them all the more satisfying. Yeah, I guess. Remember, your Clouder isn't going to pull any punches tonight. Don't fall for her mind games. I'll be here to assist, of course. If you're in trouble, don't hesitate to ask for help. Yeah, I won't. Thanks, Aradia. No problem. I'm giving Tavros a little bit more self-esteem, too. It's important. See, I'm not just reading the voices for the sake of having different voices. I really, really love voice acting, which I think I mentioned before is like one of my favorite things. And it's not just doing the right voice. At the panel in DragonCon I saw that Billy West was in, he said a lot of being able to voice a character is also getting the cadence right. And it's the rise and fall, the intonation, and understanding the character's emotions behind what they're speaking, not just voicing it. So trying to get the right emotionality it's fun. It's tough, but it's fun. Hatch campaign. Aww. They're little Doombats. Your campaign's gaming flarpstractions hatch out of their eggs. These comprise all the data and procedures you will need for your adventure tonight. Disperse. They disperse throughout the terrain surrounding your hive. They follow both pre-programmed and live instructions by your Clouder, a member of Team Scourge, whose role is to provide you with a challenging scenario, while your teammate does the same for Scourge's other player. Go outside and begin adventure. Da-da-da-da. Although the decision to wear socks with sandals, Tavros, rolling my eyes at you. You take your starting position in the field. The game is afoot, and anything can happen now. It's up to you to consult your maps and work with your teammate to discover the objective of the quest, find treasure, and slay monsters. Your stat pad is bonded with you. This keeps track of every attribute for your character, including vitals. While these attributes in principle remain abstractions, due to the fact that this is extreme role-playing, yes, they will always relate in some way to your real-life attributes as well. You've got to be careful here. A little later. Oh dear. Arachnid's grip, AG, began trolling Adiosauridor, AT. Well? Hey, boy Skytard, are you just gonna stand there all night? Make your move, make your move, make your move! I just think these monsters are too strong. Sorry, but they don't seem appropriate for this campaign. Weak! Weaky, weaky, weak! Weaky, is that a real thing to say? Yes, your blatant excuse is making the weakiest lame that ever shit the coward bed. Roll your dice, make your move, advance or abscond! I can't abscond, there's no, absconding place. But absconding is what you do best. Ain't? Is it supposed to be ain't? I ain't managed to cloud a scenario yet you couldn't squawk out of in a blazing trail of cluckbeast feathers. You cannot hope to beat Tavros and Nitram and abscond off. He is simply the best there is. That sounds flattering, theoretically, but I don't think... Hey, pipe down, make your move. Advance or abscond, advance or abscond. Roll, Tavros, roll! Okay, hold on for one moment.
Uh-oh. Adios Torador, AT, began trolling Apocalypse Arisen, AA. Oradia, hey, are you there? Adios Torador, AT, began trolling Gallows Calibrator, GC. Hey, Terzi, I have a problem. Arachnid Script, AG, began trolling Adios Torador, AT. No one can help you, Tavros. Okay. Time to decide. Where is everybody? What does that have to do with your present cowardice? I don't know. Probably nothing. Are you going to roll? No, I can't. Why not? Because I was thinking about the numbers, and it's impossible for there to be a favorable outcome, no matter what the dice do. So you give up? Yeah, maybe. Why not roll and make it official? Who wouldn't want you to cheapskate me out of some bonuses like that? It's so thoughtless. Am I going to have to take matters into my own hands to make your move for you? I thought you couldn't use powers. I mean, real-life powers, not game ones. It's against the rules. But if you were going to break the rules and refuse to roll, what choice do I have? I hate it that I had to come to this, but what can I do?
It's 10:30.
Tavros, have I mentioned how cute you look in that plucky little outfit? Why, if I didn't know better, I'd say I was playing with Pupa Pan himself. Isn't that what you want, Tavros? To be like Pupa? Of course you do. What boy wouldn't want to be like Pupa? So dashing and brave. He is everything you are not. For one thing, he can fly. Do you want to fly, Tavros? Have you ever tried to fly? I bet you haven't. How about we take to the skies, Pupa? Oh, you like that idea, Pupa? Yes, you do. I can feel it in your simple, malleable brain. You want to fly so bad. Fly, Pupa, fly!
Oh, shit.
Adios, Torrid dumbass. Arachnid Script, AG, cease trolling Adios Torador, AT. Adios Torador, AT, began trolling Carcinogeneticist, CG.
AG just jumped me off a cliff with my brain and my legs also, and now they feel invisible. Wow, I'm sure there was a better way to say that. Anyway, that's really all there is to report on the subject of me getting hurt.
Hey, asshole, stop playing games for girls. Carcinogeneticist, CG, cease trolling Adios Torador, AT. And, headcanon I read about makes more sense now. Back in the present. But not too far into the present. Right around this moment, with Carhead in the toilet, during a conversation we already read, which ended like this, blah 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 blah. At some point, Arachnid Script, AG, began trolling Carcinogeneticist, CG. Psst! Hey, brave leader. Oh my god, why are you talking to me? Can I join your team? Yes, I'm glad you asked, because there was a wide open slot for the most vile, backstabbing sociopath who ever lived. You really helped me out of a jam by stepping forward. Vile, backstabbing sociopath? Carcat, did you copy and paste that directly from your personal ad describing what you were looking for in a lady? Ha ha ha! More cagey cutesy bullshit. Like I'm not up to my lobe stem with that already having to deal with Terzi. You both must have been insufferable when you were a team. Your opponents probably all just tried to commit suicide after a few minutes of putting up with your fancy grin drivel. That's probably how it all went down when the shit hit the thresher. What's a thresher? That's not a bad guess, but man, Carcat, you sure are giving me a hard time. I don't see how we're supposed to be becoming friends if you recoil from my olive branch like I'm twitching a mummified bovine phallus in your direction. Becoming friends? What the fuck? We will never be friends, moron. Not even hate friends? No, more like twitchy-eyed, projectile vomiting and utter disgust friends will like perforate my bone bones with a culling fork. Yes, I'll take it. Get lost. Anyway, I was just joking about wanting to be on your team. I'm already on the blue team. Oh? Oh, really? Wait, let me count at 8 of these things. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There, I am now an enormous tool forever. Yes, Ray and I have an arrangement. We will be co-leaders. But I really be the leader. Shh, don't tell anyone. What do you think, Carcat? Can you take on two dangerous ladies at once?
Yawn.
Come on, aren't you a little nervous that I will oppose you? You should be.
No, you're just a run-of-the-mill little psycho girl. A troll Kyger a dozen. I'll be taking apart the blue team with brutal efficiency. You'll see. You never played one of your dumb games with me, so you never had the privilege of seeing what I can do. Enjoy the show, sweetheart. Just don't even think about using your mind control tricks on my players. Remember your truce?
Psh, those days are far behind me. Anyway, I can't control just anybody. You've got to be impressionable. Like you.
You can't control me.
Sure I can, I just choose not to.
Yeah, okay.
I find your mind totally unpalatable to browse. Looking into your brain is like pawing through a smelly dumpster full of broken glass and razor blades. And poop.
Whatever, don't even try it. I've got the better Scorched sister on my team, and if you break your truce, you'll have to answer to her. The funny thing is, she was always way better than you, even without any powers. Yeah, that's right, I know your whole story. You were always jealous you could manipulate people so well without resorting to cheap mind tricks. I can tell this burns you, and I can't even paw through your dumpster. Chalk it up as another infuriating victory for gutterbled over aristocracy. Oh, what's that? Nothing to say? Wow, speechless, I guess. You're probably crying right now. That would make my fucking day. Hey, look at me being the one to talk shit at warp speed and log off before you can reply. Bye, idiot. Carcinogeneticist CG ceased trolling her arachnid's grip, AG, and then began trolling her.
Oh, back so soon? Did your thumb slip on the button? I guess you can't get enough of me.
You made me do that, and you know it.
You ain't got nothing on me, and you can't prove shit. Anyway, Carcat, I just wanted to say, heart.
Arachnid's grip, AG, ceased trolling carcinogeneticist CG. Be the other asshole. You are now the other... Oh, God. You decided we could probably stand to delay this guy's introduction a little longer. Why don't we see what someone else is up to? Anyone. Hurry.
You switched to a vague teaser of the final unseen troll in the nick of time. Poke, 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 poke.
Go home? You head back to your hive to get the blue team session started. It's been a while. You revisit the remains of your quaint rural hive. Your lawn ring and the small excavation sites you dug up for practice are all overgrown with vegetation. You haven't been here since the night of the accident. On that night you found your calling. The voices of the dead grew louder, urging you to return to the ruins you discovered not long before. You left so abruptly you didn't even have time to bury your Lucis. But that's fine, because trolls don't typically bury their dead. Leaving bodies to be consumed by wild animals is much more customary. Begin session? What's the music box doing over there? You have an arrangement to begin the session as co-leader with one of the Blue Bloods. You understand this player intends to make a power grab and take sole possession of the leadership role. Such subterfuge is typical of their caste. But you're perfectly okay with this. It's one of the many things you're okay with. You allow your co-player to take the lead and enter the medium first. You understand that the leadership role is essentially meaningless, aside from offering the distinction of being the first player to enter. You also understand that entering the game second was always your intention. Connect to server player. And have seizures. Tiny little seizures. You have a server player to connect to you, someone you personally selected for the role. The devices required for entry are deployed. The kernel sprite awaits prototyping, but unlike all 11 other players, your dead Lucis is not available. You have to use something else. Tier 1 prototype. Prototyping with a frog head just before entering the medium would prove to be critical for later success. Just another of many assurances whispered by the dead. You've long since stopped questioning them or doubting the future significance of even spontaneous acts of frivolous desecration. Compelling your nonplussed server player to perform this task might have proven difficult. Luckily, your telekinesis, an ability greatly magnified through your calling, would be sufficient to move the massive object, whereas the game cursor likely would not. Your server player simply watched in mystification. What? How is she doing that? Oh, it's Kermit the Frog. She really just had no idea what the hell was going on. Enter. You enter the medium, taking your place in the land of quartz and melody as the Maid of Time. Meanwhile, your client player has been exploring another world. The blue blood has a present for you.
The present cannot be duplicated via alchemy at this stage of the game. It would cost too much grist, a detail which this player had not been aware of. The player would have to progress through the second gate of their own world, arrive through the gate above your hive, and deliver it in person. Facilitating this delivery was one of the reasons why it was important for you to enter second. Interesting. Your server player's confusion is only in part due to learning the ropes of a new game. There is a more significant reason for her befuddlement. While she followed your advice and went through the simple motions of game setup, at no point were you visible on her monitor. She saw your damaged hive. She saw the alchemeter and other devices she deployed. She saw the strange computing device on the floor bearing the visage of a species she didn't recognize. She even saw a great big stone frog head fly through the air all by itself and become a frog sprite. And though she would ask why, and you would always delay the answer, the fact remained, she couldn't see you. It's because you're dead. Tier 2 prototype. She couldn't see you up until the moment after the sprite's second prototyping, because you were dead all along. M. Night Shyamalan! Seriously though, I mean, without spoilers, you can kind of tell she's dead because she doesn't have eyes. Yup. Half frog, half ram, all weird. We are all completely blown away by this stunning revelation. Wow, dead? Really? Like a ghost? Huh. I might as well go over. Interrogate frog girl, even though I should stop and relax my throat a minute so I don't keep screwing up words. Arsenic Catnip, AC, began trolling Apocalypse Arisen, AA. Aradia, I can see you. That is you, right? Yes. Why are you the floating frog all of a sudden? I'm dead. My spirit merged with the frog sprite. Wow, dead? Really? Like a ghost. Huh. Well, I hope this doesn't make me sound dumb, but I am completely blown away by that stunning revelation. You don't sound dumb. Phew! How'd you die? I ignored the advice of a friend and made some bad choices. AC rumbles up her nose in perplexment at AA's really vague and spooky answer. But actually that's good, because I kind of think I don't want to know. It's making me sad to think about. Okay. Nabita, can you please keep this a secret? Yes, I promise. Promise? I won't tell anyone about it. And by promise, I mean promise, just so you know I'm serious. Thank you. Ribbit. Whoops. Be the huge bitch. Blah, blah, huge bitch. We'll save the huge bitch for next time. Huge bitch. Excuse me? I prefer Madam Bitch, thank you.